house. Let me see you wiggle all over. Let me see you wiggle, 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 wiggle. Today I feel like Good job, good job. You ready? Shake your egg up high. Shake it in the middle by your belly button. Shake it high. Shake it in the middle by your belly button. Look at the color of your egg. If you have a pink egg, put it in the bucket. If your egg is pink. If you have a green egg, who's got green? Put it in there. Okay. Yours is, okay, yellow. Wait, this one's yellow. You gotta wait for yellow. Okay. You want yellow? Okay, wait for yellow. Blue. Who's got blue? Who's got red? You have a red egg? Put it in. Who's got purple? Ha! That's good that she had her too, but she was hiding her egg. I couldn't see it. How about yellow? Who's got a yellow egg? Yellow! It's like, no. Good job. Yay. Anybody else have an egg? Is that it? I have books about trees today. Do you have trees in your yard? Yeah. Are they big, like big trees, or are they small trees? Big trees. You have big trees in your yard? I have both. I have big trees and I have small trees. This book is called The Tallest Tree House. Do any of you have a tree house?
I got one of mine.
What is it? What is a tree house?
I got one of my tree house.
What is a tree house?
It's a tree house with a ladder and
What's the ladder for?
to climb on.
Oh, do you have to climb up the ladder to get into the tree house? So is the tree house on the ground or is it up in the air?
It's up in the air.
It's up in the air. So this book is called The Tallest Tree House. Fairies are sometimes easy to miss, but Mip, see her right there, was not one of them. Listen, you're really far away, so if you can't see, you can move closer if you want to, okay?
I'm far away.
La, la, la. She could be heard singing above the sound of the waterfall. One day, she was flying around Ingalls Falls looking for something to do when she spotted her best friend, Pip. Hey, Pip, what are you reading? Look, there's Pip. He's reading a book. It's a book on architecture. What do you think architecture is about? Let's see. Buildings? I love to build things, Pip. We could build tree houses. So if you read a book about architecture, you're reading a book about how buildings are made. Did you know that? That's what some people are architects, and that's what they do. They draw out plans and they make a blueprint and things to build a building. It says building a tree house requires a great deal of planning and hard work, Pip. I'm going to make the tallest tree house ever. I challenge you to a tree house race. Whoever makes the best tree house by sundown wins. So, Pip and Mip, this is Mip and this is Pip, okay? They're going to have a race and they're going to see who can build the biggest, the tallest tree house. The twigs of the tree snapped. Mip sawed and hacked. She carried and whacked. Look, she's cutting. What's she cutting? Wood. She's cutting wood. But Pip just sat on his rock and thought. Then he drew and measured and thought some more. Is he working?
Yes.
He sort of is. What's he doing? Is he cutting wood? No, he's not. He's sitting there. It says he's sitting there and he measured and he thought and he drew. So he's making a plan. He's making a plan for his tree house. Is she? No, she's just going to build one.
Yeah.
Mip zoomed around. Her treehouse was already taking shape. She stopped for a moment to admire her work. That's when she noticed Pip was still sitting on a rock. Why haven't you started? You'll never win this way. I'm planning. See, these are my blueprints, and they are almost ready. Then I can start building. Mip glanced at Pip's drawings and then at her own treehouse. I'm going to make mine even taller. So Mip is not making a plan for hers. She's just doing it. She didn't plan to make sure it was going to be safe or work out like Mip did. Mip drew a map or a blueprint. While Mip zipped around, adding boards here and there, Pip found a sturdy sapling and began to build. Oh, look, they're building. Look at that Pip's building. How are they different? What's different about this one than that one?
It's shaped like a half circle and that one's shaped like a decimal.
Yeah, this one's kind of like a square, like two squares, one on top of each other. This one is like a half circle, like that. I wonder what that wheel's for. What do you think that wheel is for?
Wait, it's for to drive.
It's a tree house. Do tree houses drive? No, they don't.
It's in the drive.
What would you need a wheel for? Look.
To spin around.
Look, there's something hooked to it. See it? Right there?
It's a seat.
What is that?
That.
He made a pulley with the wheel. So when he spins the wheel, it pulls all of his supplies up on his thing.
Oh, that's
Do you think that you could use that to get into the tree house?
yeah.
Instead of climbing the ladder?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be cool, wouldn't it? That'd be like riding an elevator.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be like riding an elevator? It says, with this tower, I win for sure. Look at Pip's treehouse. Look how tall it is. Does it look safe? Not really. Not really. Oh, what's he pulling up? What's he using that wheel to pull up and put in his treehouse?
A chair.
A chair. He's pulling a chair up there. Wow. I don't know if I'd get in Pip's tower. That looks scary. Gust of wind sent sprays of mist over the rocks, and leaves began to dance. Pip leaned into the wind. He looked at Mip's tower and began to worry. Look how windy it is. It's blowing him so hard he can almost not stand up. Uh-oh. Mip, in the wind, I think you should tie down your tower. No, it'll take too long. You're just trying to slow me down so you have a chance to win. Even though it began to rain, Mip kept hammering, determined to win. Uh-oh. The wind roared and the tower began to tremble. What does that mean if it trembles? What does that mean if it's trembling?
It's moving.
Look, my hand is trembling.
It's moving.
What is my hand? Yeah, it's moving. It's like shaking. It's trembling. So her tower is like trembling, and it began to tremble and creak and sway. What does it mean if it's swaying?
It means it's starting to fall down.
Yeah, it's moving a lot more. Then the worst happened. Pip! Boom! The tower came crashing down. Oh.
I like.
Mip zoomed left and right, up and down, searching for Pip. Pip, are you all right? Mip, help! My wing is stuck. Oh no, look. Her tower landed right on his, and it has his wing trapped in a stick. Mip tied a rope around Pip's leg, and with lightning speed, she freed her friend. Pip, I'm so glad you're okay. I should have listened to you. You were right about the tower. Well, they waited for the wind to settle down and the rain to end. That is when Mip noticed something. Not all was lost. What do you think was still there? Who spent time planning theirs? Do you remember? Yeah. Look, the tower looks like a bridge. It connects our tree houses. What if we worked together to make one tree house to share? Would that be cool? In this tree is one tree house. In that tree is another tree house. The tower fell down and it made a bridge in between them. With Mip's vision and imagination and Pip's careful planning, they came up with a new set of blueprints in no time. So they worked together to draw out a plan. Is it important to draw out a plan before you do something? Yeah, sometimes it is, to make sure that you do it the right way. Together they would work tirelessly until sundown. And when the treehouse was finished, it was spectacular. Look at it. A winning piece of architecture. What made the bridge? The tower from this treehouse, because it fell down and landed over there. So they braced it up and made sure that it wouldn't fall down, and then they made a bridge out of it. Pip, we are the best team ever. Pip, that is exactly what I was thinking. And there they are, sitting in their treehouse by the moonlight, reading a book. Have you been reading this summer? Have you been reading your books?
I don't know how to read yet.
Has someone been reading to you? You need to make sure you get your reading time in. Listen, you need one scarf. One scarf. Do you read to your sister?
I read to my mom.
Well, good. That's good.
That's
Pull it. Pull it.
You got purple.
I got blue.
You get blue, Becky? Remember talking to your eyeball. Okay, I'm gonna stand up.
Okay, stand up. You guys heard this one before? You go round and round. Here it goes. Ready? Round and round. Big circles, big circles. Pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Round and round. Big circles, big circles. Pull, clap, clap, clap. Up in the air. Down to the floor. Point to the window. Then point to the door. Clap your hands together. 1, 2, 3. Touch your knees.
Your hands up on your
Good job. Round and round. Big circles. Clap, clap, clap. Round and round. Then we're going to pull it. Pull it. Pull it. Clap, clap, clap. Up in the air. Down to the floor. Point to the window. Then point to the door. Clap your hands together. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. You ready? Scrunch it up. Scrunch it and scrunch it. Good job. Good job. Sometimes if you have a hard time scrunching it, you hold it against your belly or your chest, you can scrunch it up a lot better. Like that. Got it? Here we go. Ready? We're going to count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, and then scrunch it up.
Try it. Put it against your belly. See, you did it.
Yay. Good job. Okay, this time we're going to count to 15. Can you count to 15? Okay, here we go. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good job. All right, shake it, shake it. Last time, here we go. Scrunch it up. Okay, this time we're going to count to 20. Can you count to 20?
Yeah.
Got it? Here we go. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job. All right, put your scarf in the basket. This book is called The Box Turtle. And this is going to talk about the turtle's house. He doesn't like his house. What kind of house does a turtle live in?
In his shell.
He lives in a shell.
Yeah.
So he decides he doesn't like his shell very much and he's going to find a new shell. When the little box turtle hatched, his parents noticed something missing. Oh me, oh my. But they weren't dismayed. They gave him a name and a shell, both of which fit just right. Now remember, Terrence, you are so much more than just a shell. Look, this turtle was born different. He didn't have a shell. He didn't have a shell on his body. So they put a box on him instead. So his shell, instead of being a shell like a turtle shell, what is it? A box. He's wearing a box. Terrence's shell kept him dry on the soggiest days, safe from the snoopiest strangers, and on the scariest nights. He was safe inside his shell. It was big enough to share. Look, he's sharing it. What's he sharing it with? A crab. Terrence loved his shell until one day, there's other turtles, and they said, "Your shell is weird." They looked at his shell. Does his shell look like their shell?
No.
Is his shell really a shell?
No.
What is it?
It's a box.
It's not a hat. What is that?
It's a box.
It's a box. His shell is a box. Suddenly, Terrence's shell seemed too boring, too bizarre, and too big for the little box turtle to wear. Look, he feels sad. His face is red. So he abandoned it in search for something better. So he left his box and he went off to find something else. Who's going to use his box? What is that? A raccoon. Terrence searched high and low until, wow, wait, his new shell looks sleek. What is that?
It's a treasure.
Look at it. What is it?
Mailbox.
It's a mailbox. He's going to wear a mailbox for a shell. Do turtles look like mailboxes?
No.
No. Eek! But it showed too much cheek. Look, who's putting stuff in the mailbox?
The mail guy. The mail guy.
The mail guy. The search continued. That means he left the mailbox and he went looking for something else. Ooh la la! He found a fancy flower pot. He looked classy. He looked sassy. He looked just like, look how fancy he looks with that flower pot for a shell. He looks just like Grandma Mildred. Oh, look, he looks just like Grandma. Then he said, he looked for another shell. He left that one too. Who's coming to use it?
Raccoon.
That raccoon. That raccoon. Oh, look. He's like, oh yeah, look, he found something in there. It's got a little crank on it. He found it. A perfect polka dotty package. Look, what do you think that little crank does?
A box.
What do you think's inside the box?
A jack.
Crank it, crank it. Pop! That was positively petrifying, he said. Look at him. It scared him really bad.
It was a clown.
Yeah, there was a clown inside there. You go. It scared him. Terrence tried shell. Boom, 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 boom. He tried a boom box. Hey! Look, it's a lunchbox. Eat! After shell. Zzz, look, he has a flower pot on his back, and what's coming after him? Zzz, bees. The bees are coming after him. Arr, matey. Look, he has a pirate chest on his back, and the pirates are running after him, saying, "Arr, matey." Ah, he said, but nothing fit. Oh no, he used a cat litter box for a shell. Is that a good idea? No. This whole situation stunk a lot. Look, the cat went to the bathroom in there and he's flicking that kitty litter out on his head. That's it. I give up. Here you go, said his friend. They gave him his shell. Oh, wow. In that moment, the hermit crab showed what it meant to be a friend. What did the hermit crab give to the turtle? His shell. Is his shell big enough?
No.
The little crustacean was so much more than just a shell, and maybe Terrence was too. Terrence knew what he needed to do. But when he found his old shell, oh no, it had changed. Who changed it?
A fox.
Not a fox.
A raccoon.
What is that? The raccoon. The raccoon was following behind him and taking all the stuff that he didn't want. And he took it back to his house. And he obviously lives in the garbage heap. It's okay. We can fix it, said the crab. Do you think that they're going to be able to fix that box?
No.
Look, there's some Band-Aids. Terrence patched on soggy days. He toiled on chilly nights. He's trying his hardest to fix it. How do you fix a box? What is a box made out of?
Cardboard.
It's made out of cardboard. Is that like wood or like paper?
Paper.
Yeah, it's like paper. So do you use hammer and nails on paper?
Yeah. No.
No. What do you use to fix paper?
Scissors.
Tape.
Tape.
Can I just tell you how much I love you guys?
Yeah.
You're so smart. The task grew big enough to share. Look, they're all working together to tape it. Oh, the raccoon has paint, and he's going to paint it.
Yeah.
And look, there's Terrence, and he's looking at his mom and dad, and he's looking at the colors that they are, and he's going to try to make it look like his mom and dad. Finally, the shell was finished. Does it look like his mom and dad?
No.
Not really, because his mom and dad, what shape are his mom and dad's colors? What shape is that green right there? Is that a circle?
No.
What is that?
It's a square.
It's a square. And does he have squares on his box?
No.
Those are just lines. He just has lines on his box. Oh, look at the crab. He's not even in a shell anymore. He's in the Band-Aid box. It wasn't sleek or sassy. It was far from perfect and definitely weird. But Terrence wasn't dismayed because this little box turtle, oh, I bet he's happy. Doesn't he look happy now? much more than just his shell. Oh, look at one side of the box. What did they put on there?
A heart.
A heart. And it says the end. So he doesn't look like everybody else, but you know what? That's okay. He's happy the way that he is. And there's that crab wearing the Band-Aid box. The raccoon.
Yeah, it was wearing paint on his tail.
Oh, he's wearing that thing off the flower pot. Oh, and he does have paint on his tail. Yeah, and he looks like he has a paw print right there. See it?
It is a paw print.
Like maybe he scratched himself and gave himself a paw print. So listen, you need a cushion because we're going to row, row, row your boat. Remember row, row, row your boat? You have to sit on a cushion for it. If you sit close to me, you're getting tickled. Just give you a warning.
All right.
Ready? Grab
Let's
your
get our
oars.
boats and row.
Here we go.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Elbows up.
That's great.
Here we
Now we're
go.
gonna twist them. Are you ready? Twist, twist, twist your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. We're gonna bounce them now. Bounce, bounce, bounce your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Here comes
We
the
got
big
big waves. We're
waves.
gonna sway. Here
Whoa.
we go. Sway, sway, sway your boat
Whoa.
gently
Don't
down
fall
the stream.
out.
Don't fall out. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
We're gonna wiggle.
Okay, wiggle worms. I want to see some wiggle.
Wiggle.
Here we go. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Uh-oh.
Okay, just for fun now.
Tickle.
Tickle,
Tickle.
tickle your boat
Tickle, tickle.
gently down the stream.
Tickle, tickle,
Merrily,
tickle, tickle,
merrily,
tickle.
merrily, merrily, life is but a dream.
Okay, you ready? Do it one more time. Grab your oars.
All right.
We're gonna row.
Let's get in our boats and row. Come on.
Row, row, row.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. That's great.
Elbows up.
Now we're gonna twist them. Are you ready? Twist, twist, twist your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. We're gonna bounce them now. Bounce, bounce, bounce your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. We got big waves. We're gonna sway. Here we go. Sway, sway, sway your boat gently down the stream. Don't fall out. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Okay, wiggle worms. Oh, I see some wiggle. Here we go. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Okay, just for fun now. Tickle, tickle, tickle your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
Today is a good day. Okay, listen, I have one more big tree. This book is called Our Tree Named Steve. Does your tree in your yard have a name? We have a tree in our yard that has a name. It's called Hair Snatcher. Yeah, when you go under the tree on the riding mower, if I put my hair up, because sometimes when it's hot out, I don't like to leave it on my neck, and I put it in a bun on top of my head, and then when I drive around in the yard on the lawnmower, and it reaches down when I go under, and it goes, and it grabs that hair, and then it's like, whoa! And then I drive it back up to the shed and get the saw out.
And my tree does that.
Yeah, and whatever tree limb does that, guess what?
What?
You get sawed off. That tree's had a good trimming.
Yeah.
I remember there was one tree, however, that the three of you couldn't stop staring at. Adam thought it was crying. Lindsay said it looked nervous. And Sorry, who was only 2 years old, couldn't pronounce the word tree and called it Steve. Look how big that tree is.
Whoa.
Isn't that a big tree?
Yeah.
I love you, Steve, she kept saying. Look, that's her right there.
No one can climb up that big tree.
I don't think so. It'd be hard, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And then Adam and Lindsay started saying it too. And before too long, Mom and I got the hint and asked the builder to please save Steve. So look, they bought a lot of land. They bought a parcel or some land. They're going to build a house. And in order to build a house, they have to cut down some of the trees. But they don't want to cut down Steve because they like him. The day we moved in, Steve was there to greet us. Look, they built their house right there. And there's Steve. Is he in the front yard or the backyard?
The backyard.
I think he's in the front yard. Oh, it looks like he's on the side.
Yeah.
He quickly worked his way into our lives as a swing holder. Look, what kind of swing is that?
A tire swing.
It's a tire swing. Do you have swings in your yard?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a swing.
Do you have a swing set?
I have a swing set.
Do you have a swing set?
No.
Okay. He also became a target, third base, hiding place, and jump rope turner. Did you know that you could do that? How many people does it take to play jump rope? Because you have to have someone hold both ends of the jump rope and then someone to jump. But they only had 2 people, so they used Steve. They tied the rope to a branch on Steve, and she held the other side, and she was twirling the rope while Steve held the other end. Wasn't that smart? And whenever our dryer broke down, he held our underwear with pride. Look, they tied a rope on there and hung their clothes outside on the clothesline to dry in the wind. Do you hang your clothes outside in the wind?
No.
How do you dry your clothes at your house? You have a dryer?
Yeah, but I have a dryer. My dryer was broken. She just did it.
She did that one time.
My dryer was
Yeah, sometimes our dryers break, and then if the dryer breaks, we can make a clothesline and hang our clothes outside. Or if we have something that's really big, sometimes I hang big things outside. Yes, right there in the center of our yard, this weird-looking tree grew to become the center of our outdoor life. Through all our barbecues, campouts, and dance parties, what did they string up in Steve's branches? Sometimes lights. They hung lights up in the tree. You have a mosquito bite. They're itchy, aren't they? Look, see that one on my arm right there? Yeah, I had one too. Or when Adam and Lindsay started getting crushes on the Simon kids next door, Steve adjusted to our every need. What season is it? Can you tell what season it is? It's fall. Uh-oh. Now what season is it?
Snowy.
What season is that? What season comes after fall? Winter. And it wasn't always easy standing tall through snowstorms in the winter. And when Uncle Chester napped in the hammock, couldn't possibly have been fun. Look, he tied his hammock to 2 different tree branches. Not to mention the time that the sewer overflowed and Steve sucked up all the smelly water before it drowned Gertie. Yeah, he drank up all the water in the yard. You have a mosquito bite there too. Then he got so sick himself that the tree doctor had to give Steve a haircut that made him look like a big thumb.
And my brother has a mosquito bite.
So why do you have to cut branches off the trees sometimes?
I don't know.
Because they do what?
Grow.
They do grow, and sometimes the branches die on the trees. And so when the branches die on the trees, they have to cut them off so that the other trees can be healthy. The other branches can be healthy. Through the years, Mom and I have tried to show you, in a world filled with strangers, the peace that comes from having things you can count on, and a safe place to return to after a hard day or a long trip. Do you ever sit outside under your tree?
No.
And be really, really quiet? If you were really, really quiet and you were sitting under a tree, what would you hear?
Birds.
Birds?
I
Which brings me to the point of this letter. Last week a storm hit our area. Oh no. What happened? What happened to Steve? And though we spared Steve's life a long time ago, this time we couldn't save him. What did the wind do to Steve?
Broke him away.
It did. It broke him off. It broke his trunk off and it blew him down. Are we sad? Sure we are. But even on his final moments, when he could have fallen on our house, sorry swing, Kirby's house or Mom's garden, Steve performed his last trick and protected all of us to the very end. And friends like this are hard to find. So when the wind blew, the tree could have blown the tree on top of their house. What do you call that? What's left of Steve? What is that? It's a stump. Oh. So when you come home from Grandma's next week, Steve will not be able to greet you as he's done in the past. I'm sorry. But please know that Steve will always be with us in our hearts, in our thoughts. Oh, look. And in a different tree at the other end of our yard. See you next week. Love, Dad. Look, there's the stump where Steve was. What's that?
The tree house.
Yeah, and it's another tree, another big tree. Do they use one of those pulley elevators like in the other book to get up in their tree house?
Yeah.
Look at it. What do they use to get in their tree house?
A ladder.
They use a ladder. They don't have one of those cool little pulley things.
What's that mean creepy doll?
Does he look mean and creepy? I guess. He's looking at the tree house. He's kind of skinny to be creepy, but he could be mean. Because you can be skinny and be mean. Okay, listen, come and get 2 sticks. Get whatever color you want. And go back to your cushion. Get 2 sticks and go back to your cushion.
Good job. All right, you got it on your circle. You did, yeah. Sit on your circle.
There's no purple in there, no matter how far down you go. There's yellow or blue or red or black. Got it? So listen. Ready? Listen. We're going to tap our sticks together just like this. Ready? Tap your sticks together, together, together. Tap your sticks together just like this. Tap your sticks together, together, together. Tap your sticks together just like this. Okay, listen, sticks up. When I say sticks up, you put your sticks up in the air. One over here and one over there. Don't let them touch each other. Okay? And we're going to make circles this time. So this is a stick in the mud. This one has ants in his pants. So stick in the mud, he's just going to sit there. We're going to hold him up like this, and then he's going to go plop. And then we're going to take this stick, and we're going to go around and around. Around and around. Got it? This stick is stick in the mud. So let me see your stick in the mud. Hold up your stick in the mud. Okay? And then he's just going to go plop, like that. Here's your ants in the pants. Ready? He's going to go around and around and around and around. If you see them struggling, you help them with the stick in the mud. Okay? Good job, good job. And if stick in the mud gets excited, maybe he'll go around and around too. And then he'll go around and around like that. Yeah? Okay? And then we're going to do butter the bread. So stick in the mud, he's just going to sit there because he doesn't move. Ants in his pants, he's going to be the butter knife. Here we go. You ready? We're going to slide it. We're going to butter the bread, butter the bread, butter the bread, butter the bread. We're going to slide it. Stick in the mud's just going to sit there. Ants in his pants, he's the knife, and he's going to slide over the top. Got it? Good. Okay. Turn on some music. Listen, if you want to stand up, you can, because you're gonna want to dance. You're gonna get antsy if you're dancing. You're gonna want to dance. We're gonna start with tapping.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric, baby, when I turn it on.
You wanna dance?
Off in my city, off in my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we in our zone. Got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. I like the way we rock it.
Get ready,
So
everybody.
stop.
Breath.
Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting too close. When we move, well, you already know. So just
Go back to tapping. Listen for it.
I can see what you feel. Dance, dance, dance. Creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, 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 dance. Ain't nobody leaving, so keep dancing. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance.
Louder, Brad.
Ooh, something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control.
Ready, back to tapping.
Feeling when I'm in my zone. 'Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it. Moving so phenomenally. I like the way we rock
Ready
it.
to do circles.
Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting too close.
Round and round.
When we
Good.
move, well, you already
Ready, butter bread's
know.
coming.
So just imagine,
Here we go.
nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel the good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. Come on, all those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving, so scream dance,
Everybody's
dance.
happy. Not too hard. Not too hard. Not waiting. Tapping. Ready to do circles. Tapping. Let's just keep tapping. Tap it. Tapping. Good. Keep tapping.
I can't stop it. I can't stop
Ready
it.
to do
I can't stop
circles.
it. I can't stop it. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel the good creeping up on you, so just dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance.
Butter bread.
Leaving, so keep dancing.
Ready to go back to tapping. Here we go.
Can't stop the feeling.
Finish. Ready? Tap it real fast. Good. Good. Okay, listen, come up here, put your sticks in the bucket. Gently set them in there. Don't throw them at me. Good job, good job. Listen, put one hand way up high. We're going to wave goodbye first. Wave goodbye. It's time to go. Wave up high and wave down low. Wave real fast. Wave real slow. Wave goodbye. It's Have a good day today, okay? And don't forget, you need to get a book before you leave.